wish you'd have a most memorable night of boxing before you all go home. I'm Mike Goldacre, your ring announcer for tonight's pro boxing card. S Production proudly presents 40 scheduled rounds of boxing, featuring, of course, the USBA Light Heavyweight Championship matchup between Eddie Davis and Dale Grant coming up in a short while. Another of the men to the Seattle area from Alaska, where he had 6 fights, losing 2. He weighed in at 178 pounds. Would you welcome Henry Jenkins? His opponent in the red corner, he continues to be an outstanding draw here in the Pacific Northwest, making his 3rd appearance here, weighing in at 178 pounds with a record of 7 wins and 1 loss. From Portland, say hello to Alex Delucia. Delucia, this bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Championship Boxing from the Emerald Valley Forest Inn. Steve Taylor, along with Eugene Junior Lightweight Guy Villegas. First fight of the night. Just heard the introductions. Alex Delucia, 7-1 from Portland against Henry Jenkins out of Seattle. Now, Guy, just about everything we know about Jenkins concerns the fact that he's won 4 of 6. He's a little bit of a mystery man.
Yeah, it's just going to be a little bit harder for Alex to get to him tonight. You don't really know a whole lot about him. It's going to be a very, very good fight.
Will a fighter like Delucia had a chance to see any films of Jenkins, would you imagine?
I don't think so. I don't think that this is the type of fight that you would put on the film.
Okay, this is round 1, and on the left, Jenkins comes out smoking. Delucia known for pacing himself in the early going, but he might not have a chance to. As you see circling right above us here, Jenkins with those sweeping lefts.
Alex is just taking his time right now. He's just waiting for him to make a wrong move.
A couple of those punches are sneaking through. It looks as if now Delucia fights back with a right, but gets answered with 3 shots.
Just waiting for him. Alex is just waiting for him to just get tired. That's it.
Well, Jenkins is setting a furious pace here in the early going. This one is set for 8 rounds, light heavyweight, and Jenkins is coming out as if this is the final round. Just landed with a left hook there.
As we can start slowing down right here, Alex is going to pick him apart. Jenkins had very fast hands, so Alex got to watch it.
Jenkins with the fancy footwork circling, gets tagged there.
Looks like Alex is starting to pick his punches right now.
Looks as if he's very businesslike in there. He doesn't get flustered, and he withstood that opening flurry. Scored with the left there, right to the midsection.
Yeah, I think that Jenkins just went out there just a little bit too fast.
That's tough for a fighter to sustain for 3 minutes.
That's right.
Full punching.
It's very hard.
As Jenkins is finding out right now.
Double jab, Alex. 2 and 1.
Delucia wades in with a right. Jenkins against the rope. Tries to barge his way out of there football style, but he gets tagged there with a left. Looked as if his knees buckled a little bit there, but still on his feet. And now Delucia is starting to pick up the pace.
Okay, I think Alex is going to start picking and punching now. He's going to start landing some bombs right here.
That was a bomb to the midsection and another.
His body punches are hurting.
Now Delucia is starting to connect. And he bowls him into the ropes right above us. Guy, have you ever went through the ropes yourself?
Yes, I have. My last fight up in Hawaii, I went through the ropes.
That's got to be a little bit embarrassing.
It's a little bit scary, it is.
Well, this is quite a fast-paced first round here from the Emerald Valley Forest Inn.
Yeah, I think it's going to start slowing down pretty quick. It has to. Unless these guys are in top shape.
These guys can't keep it up for 8 rounds like this.
I wouldn't think so.
Jenkins comes back after taking a couple of left hooks, but back comes Alex Delucia.
Man, this fight's just going back and forth. I thought Jenkins would be up by now. Very good, very good.
That's the end of round 1.
Yeah, right up.
That was the end of round 1, and Guy Villegas, how did you do that first? had Jenkins coming out with a flurry, but the last 2 minutes of the round seemed to belong to Delucia.
Yeah, I think Alex took that the last part of the rounds. It was very, very fast starting. I don't think they can go through like that all 8 rounds. They just can't do that.
As you say, it depends a lot on who's in better shape. Now, Alex Delucia, the 1981 AAU champ, used to fight as a heavyweight. He checks in at 178 pounds now, but he is a light heavyweight with championship aspirations as we're getting ready for round 2.
This round might just go slower.
Well, the feeling out process is over. Round 2.
They're just getting right back at it.
And this time it's Delucia who comes out smoking. Jenkins, after that opening flurry in the first minute of the fight, has not landed. Just took a solid left there.
Yes, I think he's hurt the body.
Well, Delucia would appear to be in excellent shape as he is firing shot after shot.
Yes,
a lot of those punches are connecting.
Alex trains in the gym 3 hours a day, very hard, very good.
Well, Jenkins would appear to be vulnerable to the left hook here in the early going, as Delucia has scored several times with that. In the first round, about 2 minutes midway through it, he buckled Jenkins with one of those left hooks. Trying to set him up with a jab, as you see there.
I think he's trying to use that right hand. Alex is just waiting for the right hand to get in there.
That last jab snuck through there. And Jenkins,
that was a hard liver shot.
Oh.
Look at that. He's stunned. He's got it right here.
Well, Jenkins is showing that he can take a punch here.
That's right. And that body punch.
That
He's
left
out.
staggered
He's out.
him.
Goodbye.
And that is it. Just a couple of seconds before the referee stepped in to stop it, Jenkins went down. And apparently the fight is still on. This is just the countdown. I thought for a second he'd stopped the guy.
It looks like, yeah, he's going to let it go on. I don't see
I thought he'd stepped in even before he fell down. And he's getting the added luxury of getting the mouthpiece. Well, Delucia now will come in. Fists of Fury Jenkins. It doesn't appear as if he wants any part of this. Left, right, and there goes the towel into the ring. Alex Delucia scores a second round TKO to open up the fight card tonight. And after a first minute of the fight in which Jenkins appeared to be mighty serious, there was no doubt.
It's just who's in the best shape.
Alex Delucia, the winner by TKO here in the second round. We'll be back with talk with the winner right after this. Portland, who raised his record to 8-1 with a second-round TKO over Henry Jenkins. Now, first of all, I want to ask you if you were surprised at all by that early flurry from Jenkins. He came out as if his life depended on it.
Well, as a matter of fact, I wasn't really surprised. I figured that he would come out real strong. I just figured he'd come out and try to take me out early because this is the first fight he's had in a while. I think it's the first fight in about 2 months. So I figured he'd be a little rusty and he looked a little nervous before the fight. So I figured he wanted to blow off some energy in that first round. So I just tried to slip as many punches as possible and, and wait for him to tire.
Did any of those early punches sneak in and graze you?
Oh, yeah, a few of them grazed me. Kind of woke me up. Sometimes I'm known as a slow starter, I guess. You can call me a slow starter. And that picks me up real good to get hitting a good shot.
I guess he figured you were a slow starter, and that was a strategy. Guy, do you have a question?
Yeah, it looked like you were just taking your time when he first came out there real fast.
I was taking my time.
Were you just taking your time and just waiting for him to get tired? Is that what you thought?
I wanted to get loose in there first, and I didn't want to rush anything. I knew I had 8 rounds ahead of me, and the guy looked like he was in good shape and looked pretty strong. So I figured to box 8 rounds, and I wanted to stay real loose.
Smart.
Last question, Alex. What's next for you?
Well, either the 3rd of September in Vancouver, or the 6th of September in Atlantic City. It's according to whether what fight my manager Mike Morton takes.
Why do they call him Motormouth Morton?
Oh, he talks fast.
All right, congratulations.
Best managers in the world too.
Yeah, that of course.
No, I didn't have to. It's true.
Okay, thank you, Alex.